This is a great foreshortened post level 4 lesson. Watch this. We're going to start. Let's start with the guideline for where our posts are going to go. Okay, we're going to draw. This time we're going to fill a whole page up with posts going in a very curving fashion because we're going to fit 1,000 posts on one page. All right. Now I'll show you what I'm going to talk about. That's just very lightly fill up your page with this with the direction of our flow of our post. Now look at where we're getting inspired from. This is an exercise I had my students do a while ago. I had them start with this line. Look at this. I had to pick one. But look at how this student started their post. They came down, they curved it. See, they curved it around, and they curved it around. See, we're going to draw these curving posts. I thought it was such an excellent exercise that we're going to use this as one of our achievement levels. Okay, so let's start right over here. I'm going to flip my paper upside down. I'll start here, then I'll curve my post going back this way. Okay, so if you're ready, let's go ahead and put two dots far apart from each other. We're going to use this as our guideline. Okay, put your finger in the middle, put a dot above and below your finger. Now remember how important that very first guide point is. Okay, the very first foreshortened square sets the lines and sets the pace for the whole lesson. Go ahead and connect your foreshortened square. Okay, there's your foreshortened square, and you can zoom in just a tad so we can see that. And right, keep coming in right there. Now watch this. I'm going to go down both sides here. I'm going to follow the curve. Middle line's a little bit longer. It's just curving just a bit. Now going uphill to the right in direction north. Remember our drawing compass. We're using our drawing compass. Remember, it always helps us. Remember that? Remember the drawing compass? Drawing compass. There's our lines. We're going to use the direction northeast and northwest a lot in this lesson right here. So let's go uphill to the left. Go up here in direction northwest. Now come in halfway. Now watch what I'm going to do. On this one, it kind of curves. I'm following the curve. See, it's starting to curve. Middle line's longer. Follow the line above it. Follow the line above it, your reference line. See? Okay. Put a guide point below the middle. And then draw, following this guideline, go uphill to the right, go uphill to the left, kind of twisting it just a bit. Not going to the corner. I'm going to go behind the corner. Not going to the corner. I'm going to go behind the corner. Then go and draw the level. Draw that shelf there. Go up to the left. Go up to the right, following the guideline. Now we're twisting it even more. See, I'm going to follow the flow through here. See this? I'm going to bend it. I'm going to follow that curve. We're going to become masters of these three-dimensional shapes. See this? We're going to curve it here from this point. Now this is going to get really interesting. I'm not going to follow my guideline because it's bending. So watch this. I'm going to fake it a little bit here. I'm going to create another angle to follow. Put a dot here below the middle. Go uphill to the right. Go uphill to the left. Not to this corner. Go behind the corner. We're going to kind of mess around with our alignment here. We're going to have some fun. We're going to create an optical illusion. Now I'm going to bend it. So watch this. Connect the next level. Okay. So look at what we have so far. We have our tables kind of twisting. Now wait till we start shading this one. This is going to be really interesting. Now I'm going to take this. Look, it's starting to really turn sharp on our guidelines. So I'm going to twist the table. I'm going to twist it around. I'm going to bend it all the way like this. Make the middle line longer. Uphill to the left, uphill to the right, coming down, put a dot below the middle, go ahead and go to the right, go ahead and draw to the left, following the new guidelines that you created. That's what we're calling this foreshortened level 4 post, using your foreshortened post level 4, because we're going to start really showing we can control these shapes in 3D without almost instinctually. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for almost an instinctual response for your eye and your hand to be able to say, okay, I want to solve this problem on the paper. How am I going to make this three-dimensional post twist on the paper and make it look like it's really twisting and keep that three-dimensional integrity? Going uphill to the right. Now, see, I missed my guideline just a bit. That's all right. I can draw a new guideline here. Okay, our post is still twisting. All right, now this was just a rough guideline. I don't know if I'm going to make it that steep of a curve. All right, go ahead and pull back. Let's take a look at our whole picture here. There you go. Now see, we have a continuing, so I'm going to keep a long shot like that. I'll curve it around and Go to the left and to the right, put a guide point below the middle. See, I'm not going to follow my guideline because it's a little too sharp. I don't think it'll look visually pleasing. If it looks right, it is right. If it looks wrong, maybe it's not quite drawn correctly on your paper and a little distorted, and you can redraw it. Not to the corner, go behind the corner. Not to the corner, go behind the corner. Go ahead and let's draw this next level here. Midline's longer. Always, that's that word placement. Always draw that middle line lower and longer. That placement near things are lower. And you know what I'm going to do? See how I curved it out this way? I don't like the way that's going, so I'm going to draw a new curve. I'm going to have it curve that way. See that? I'm going to come out here. See, I just changed it. That's why we draw lightly to start with. You can change it in the midstream. You can change your mind and draw the curve. Well, you know what now? You can even change it, make it curve back around here if you want. Go anywhere you want. Now go to the right and to the left. Okay, keep in mind, you got to put a guide point right there. It's very important. Go behind the corner, not to the corner, go behind the corner. Let's come straight down here. The middle line's a little bit longer. That's placement. Connect it. This is such a great skill building level exercise. What we're trying to do here is we're going to build tremendous three-dimensional skill, an understanding of how to dominate that shape, how to dominate these angles, how to dominate this three-dimensional box on your paper. Put a dot below the middle. I'm going to go ahead and have some fun here. Go behind the corner, not to the corner, go behind the corner. Okay. Connect it, turn the corner, connect it. Now, I'm going to do a sharp twist here. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to have this post curving around. There's the thickness. And then there's this inside here. I'm going to have it curving, see? Look at this. Whoa! It's looking great. I love it. Okay, let's go uphill to the left. Put a dot below the middle. That's our guide point. Not to the corner. Go behind the corner. I'm just really messing around with your perspective, with your point of view. Okay, middle line. Go ahead and connect it sharp and confidently with these confident lines. Now I'm going to bend it down just a bit more. See, I'm following the guideline through it. You can even see how I go through there. I'm going to bend this line coming back toward me. And there's our next level. This is really, we're going out of control here. This is cool. Okay, put a dot here below the middle. Of course, by this time, you're probably not even watching the computer. You're probably just going nuts with your own drawing and creating this. We did all this in 8 minutes. I just looked at the time. Wow, we are really going nuts. Now remember, if I go too fast for you, don't worry, just push pause on the computer. I'm just having some fun here drawing this really cool. Hey, here's an idea. Why don't I make this get smaller and curve behind and come around and loop around here? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw the bottom of this one. Now, you know what? Watch this. I'm going to come in a little bit here. I'm going to skip a skip. See this? I'm skipping a level because I want to shrink it down, get it smaller because it's getting too big. I'm going to shrink it. And you know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to shrink it down again. Look at this. I'm going to go in, taper in, taper in, taper in. Oh, this is underlapping. We're going to underlap it. Okay, now if you went like this, got a really neat, almost like an MC Escher drawing going here. Now, I'll go back and we'll go ahead and draw the next post over here. There's our next post. And then I'll draw, it's disappearing behind there. See that? Disappears behind there. And I'm going to have this line coming out so you can see where it's coming from. This will be really neat. I'm going to make this real long, kind of cheating it just a bit, so I won't have to draw this right back here where it's all busy back here. I'll come out into the clear. See, that's how your mind is always thinking how to solve the problem. I want to stretch that behind there just a bit. And then let's go ahead and draw that foreshortened base. Isn't this fun? This is a fun exercise. We're just going nuts. Okay. Now these bases will get real long down here at the end. Okay, curve it. Look at this. This is opposite. Now we're looking up at it instead of looking down at it. We changed our perspective. We have two different perspectives going here. Isn't that neat? And then, well, that's kind of cool. Let's leave it like that. I like this. Let's leave it just like that instead of going off the page. This one, you're looking down, and this one, you're looking far away. Oh, my goodness. Now we're going to shade this. Now, before we shade, let's take a little break. Can you pull out just a bit? And I'll show you a few student examples of this great exercise. Right there's good. Let me take that down there. Now, look at this. Before I put the undershadows, I already showed you this one. This is a neat example. Okay, this is drawn by Justin. Cube level 4. Isn't that neat? Let me show you another one. This is drawn by Zach. Zach went around the outside of his paper. See that? See, he went all the way around the outside. Started here, came down, going up, around, down, around, up. Little guy spitting out here. Mom, that was a slide. Go ahead and zoom in just a bit. Let's take a look at the little more detail right there. Go ahead and zoom in just, but keep coming in. Right there, it's good. Look at that. Look at that nice detail. Little guy spitting out. Okay, go ahead and pull back out. Nice job, Zach. That is really taking this idea of the multiple posts and changing your perspective, changing your point of view as it turns sometimes away from your eye, sometimes towards your eye. Let me show you another one. Now, this one is really a neat solution to the problem of just trying to fit it all into one page. Look at what this fellow did. Let me see. Where's your name? Where is your name? Oh, you students forget to put your name. Silly, silly artist. You forgot to put your name. I see a staple still here. So you probably had your name stapled to it. Okay, now let's take a look here. All right. See it? Go ahead and zoom in so I can see some of this more detail. I like how he stuck these little, right there's good. He stuck these little tables coming off the outside. But it's a neat solution. See, a neat solution to trying to fit it all into one piece of paper. See that? It goes all the way around. Let me show you down this end. Isn't that neat? Isn't that just cool? Very, very nice solution. Go ahead and pull it out so we can see the whole picture. Zoom on out here. Let's take a look at that. Keep coming out. Right there's great. Isn't that lovely? All right, good three-dimensional exercise. I'm going to show you one more. Then we're going to come back and shade our own loop-de-doop foreshortened post level 3. Look at this one. This is drawn by a dad, one of the dad of the students, and one of my classes. Now take a look at this. Let me put a piece of paper behind it so that, there we go. Take a look at this one right here. Here, can you zoom in just a bit? Right there's good. Now look at the full picture. Look at the drooping pencil, little Salvador Dali kind of influence here. Now if you zoom in now on the tower, look what he did with the tower. Right there's good. Look at that. I'll move it up. This is Scott. Look what he did. He twisted. He made the drawing twist. Isn't that neat? Then he put a lot of texture on these volcanoes and the pencil. Little guy there in the pencil. Isn't that just wonderful? Look at the horizon line. There's a lot of words that he used here. Shading and blending and twisting and overlapping. And then look at the direction of the pencils. This is an excellent example of the drawing compass. See this? The pencils. This pencil is in direction southeast. This pencil is in direction southwest. Southeast, southwest. Look at back here. See that pencil? That's in north, direction northwest. Or if you're referring, remember we always look back referring to the drawing compass. Remember this? Look at this. Remember how these pencils right here? If you print this page up, you want to draw these positions because this is the most used positions in your drawing. If you get confident with these 4 positions, any other drawing is going to be that much easier for you. It's going to be really, really easy for you to take what you have in your imagination and draw in 3D. Excellent job, Scott. That's a really beautiful drawing. All right, pull out and let's shade this one right here. All right, now, right there's good. I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to do all the undershadows first, okay? We'll do all the undershadows. So let's take our paper, take your pencil, put a shadow here, put a shadow here, undershadow. Do all your undershadows all the way around here. Now, we have to keep in mind, where's the light source coming from, all right? Now, the light source is going to be coming from about right here. Let's have our light up here. So we're going to shade, but the shading is going to switch sides, see? If I take this drawing, I'm going to shade all of my surface. I'll shade over here. All right? And then the sun's still up here, so I'll shade this side. I'm going to shade right over here. Now this is going to get interesting because right here, the sun's up here, so it's going to hit part of this, so it's going to switch sides. Sun's up here, so look at this. Now I'm going to shade all this down here since it's away from the sun. We'll shade this area here. Okay, see the light's up here. You got to remember where your sun is. I'm going to darken that in just a bit. Coming down here. Now the sun's up here, so the sun hits here and here. See, sun hits here and here, so I'm going to shade down here. You want to zoom in just a bit? And that way. All right, right, that's good. See, the sun's there, so we're switching the shading just a bit. Now we're shading underneath. Okay. Okay, now the sun's up here. Always, my mind keeps going back to where the sun is. So it's going to hit this area here. But I will put, the sun will hit here, and hit here. So I'm going to sharp shade down underneath here. Okay. Coming up here, let's go ahead and jump back to the back area. I'll shade over here. And I'll shade the post. And I'll shade this edge. Now look at this, underneath here is all shaded because this is angling away from the sun. All right, I'm going to turn my paper. It's easier to draw, to shade sometimes by turning your paper. And then down here, I'm going to go ahead and shade under the edge. Now this is interesting. With the sun up here coming down, the sun would hit here, so it's going to be dark on the other side of this edge. Little science project. See, it's like a little physics project. You have to keep on going back to your light source, figure out where is that going to be shaded. Where is that going to be shaded? Okay, now I'm going to shade underneath here. The light's coming down up here. Go ahead and pull out. Let's take a bigger view of this. Right there. That's good. All right, so I'm going to keep turning my paper. I'm going to shade underneath here. I'm going to shade underneath here. I really like the way this is turning out. You like that? What do you think? Give me a... Is that this is how you grade it? Is it a thumbs up or this is like the clock? Is it kind of mediocre down? Do you like this one really a lot? Take your thumb and go, yes. This is what I do with my students. How do you like this exercise? Up? Or is it just, or is it, no way? I think this one is a thumbs up exercise. It's a great practice exercise for you. Here, shade it all the way down the side. Thumbs up for your drawing. Yeah. That's what I used to do all the time. Thumbs up for drawing. Yeah. Sun's over here. So let's shade. I'm going to keep turning my paper, but you have to always go back to your light source. That's why this is one of the advanced levels of the foreshortened post, because it's getting very advanced. Look, we're switching the light around here. All right, I'm going to shade inside here. I'm going to turn this, keep turning. I'm going to get really dark under here. But watch this, as it comes out, it kind of blends lighter and lighter. See that? I'm not going to use my paper stump on this one. I'm just going to use my pencil to get it blended and smooth. All right, nice and dark under there. I'm going to go back over and put some extra darkness under the ledges. Look at this, extra darkness under the ledges. Sun's up here, so I will put a little bit of shadow under this ledge. I'll put a little bit of shadow under this ledge, not much. Not as dark as that one. Put a little bit of darkness under here, a little bit of darkness under here. Where do we need to do more? See, the sun hits here. Maybe I'll put a little bit more darkness under here, right here. All right, sun's up here. I love this. Boy, you can just spend forever. You could spend hours on this drawing. Coming over here. Some drawings, see, now we've done this drawing in about 15 minutes. What I am going to encourage you to do is sit down and spend 3 hours on a drawing like this. Take a blank piece of paper, start your own loop-de-loop of towers, spend 3 or 4 hours on it. Turn the TV off, turn all your Game Boy and Xbox and all your Wii and all the digital games you have, turn them off for one evening and draw this instead. This is really great for your mind, for your eye, for your brain. Drawing's good for your soul. Thumbs up. Yeah. See, now I'm back on my thumbs up, right? I can't stop. Okay, put a shadow. Let's make sure that's right. Sun's over here. So, yep, we did that correctly. Okay, sun's over here, so I will put a darker shadow here. And maybe I'll put just a little bit of shadow on top there. I'm going to put a little bit darker shadow in here. Boy, this is really, really nice. Let me get my tape, and I think we'll just end it right there. That's a nice one right there. Now I'm going to center it in the good camera shot right there. Now, this was our foreshortened post level 4. Okay, excellent job. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to, for this level, I'd like you to spend at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, all right, drawing a whole page of these loop-de-loop foreshortened post. Okay, I'll spend about 2, maybe 3 hours, maybe about 40 hours. Excellent job. I'll see you on the next lesson. Yeah.